up, y'all? It's Chris. We're back again with another video. I'm actually at my brother's house. I actually have two older brothers. One who you might have seen in another video, who went with me to one of the track days, and I have another middle brother who also has a F80 M3, which we're working on right now. But anyway, what I want to show you is I bought a new carbon fiber front lip. Let me turn the camera around. So this is the new front lip that I got. I think I got it on eBay for about $300 and something this time. Tired of buying it from RW Carbon and it being like $600 and still cracking. So yeah, we're gonna put this on today. Let's see how it goes. And as you can see, or maybe you can't see, but you can hear, it feels very sturdy, or at least I think it does. So yeah, see how it goes. Explained why we are changing the front lip. As you might have seen, I changed it recently. However, during the last winter, blizzard, snowstorm, I decided to take the car out and have some fun. And at some point, I must have hit a really tall, patch of snow. And yeah, the lip came off. I didn't even realize until like hours later, where I'm looking at the front of the car and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the front lip? So anyway, that is why we're changing it today.
These are just the guide ones. Let go.
There you go.
Yeah, you just let go. Alright, that's just to hold it. Alright, I'm gonna start tightening everything up.
Yeah. I mean, I never go on Kareem's driveway anyway. Yeah, usually stay on the outside. Hey y'all, I just want to share my thoughts on this carbon fiber lip that you just saw in this video. I'm actually editing this video right now, so it seems a bit funny to look at the camera and look at what I'm editing. But anyway, I have three thoughts about carbon fiber in general. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, I bought this on eBay. It cost around $330, $340 USD. And this carbon fiber lip is called V-Style. I think it's like V-Style carbon fiber front lip. That's probably the full title. And I've seen a lot of the same design on known name brand companies. And those companies would usually sell this for around, I think, $600. Like I'm talking like $599.99 USD. And then when you factor in the shipping and the taxes, you're probably at $650, $670 or whatever. So it's basically double. It's double for buying it from a name brand company and buying it on eBay. And my gripe with that is they seem like the same thing. It seems like the quality is the same on eBay. The way that it looks the same on eBay versus buying it from a name brand company. So that's gripe number one, or feeling number one that I have about this. You don't really need to buy it from a name brand company because it feels and it looks the same. That's number one. Number two, this might be a bit more personalized. This is like a personal experience. But the reason why I changed this carbon fiber front lip is because my last one obviously cracked. The one before that cracked, or rather came out, right? But it did crack before it came out. So my issue with this is that if you're getting the real thing and you're going to pay double, and it's just as likely to crack or just as likely to get scraped because it's in the same position on your car as the new one that you're going to get, what incentive do you have to get the real one if it's possibly going to crack? So for example, let me give you an example of how I typically crack them, or crack the carbon fiber front lips. If I'm exiting a gas station that has a steep driveway and someone else is entering that gas station as I'm leaving, sometimes I'm able to back up and let them come in, but more often than not, someone's behind me. So therefore, I have to come out at not as good as an angle as I would prefer. So it cracks, or rather it scrapes the sidewalk, and eventually it might, get a crack in the middle of it. And this happens so often in New York because there's just people everywhere. There's cars everywhere. There's always someone behind you. There's always someone in front of you, et cetera, et cetera. So that's issue number two. It's just as likely to crack, the real thing versus eBay. And with that being said, I feel that all of these manufacturers get these lips or these carbon fiber items from the same overseas manufacturer or supplier. So why is it double the price just because it has a name on it? They look the same, they feel the same, they're going to crack the same. So that's point number two. And then point number three is, again, slightly a bit personalized, or rather it's a personal experience, but maybe some of you might feel this way too. If you're going to go on a racetrack, you probably are not experiencing the maximum amount of benefit from carbon fiber or, anything really, because you and I aren't Lewis Hamilton. We're not driving at the pinnacle or the edge of the ability of our abilities and the car's, ability, right? So why would I be reading, let's say you're going on a manufacturer's website and they say like, oh, you're gonna get maximum amount of aerodynamics and blah, 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 blah. If I'm not driving like that every waking moment while I'm in the car, like I'm driving to work, I'm driving, getting groceries, I'm not gonna feel the aerodynamic differences with carbon fiber. So if you're a novice, you're not gonna feel what you're supposed to be feeling with a proper aerodynamic carbon fiber item versus not having that. So I'm gonna try to explain in a bit more practical way how close does this car currently sit off the ground. At its lowest point, it is about 2.5 inches. And in the middle, which is not the lowest point, it's about 3.5. So, I mean, I live in New York City, baby. Car is low, the roads are bad. That means it's gonna scrape. So I'm not trying to get a real authentic, let me fix the lighting again. I'm not gonna try to get a real authentic lip if I know it's gonna crack or scrape or something like that. So anyway, do with that information what you will. On the phone or something or what. But anyway. Oh shit. And also, more importantly, it's like, if you don't go on a racetrack, let's say some of you who are watching this don't go to racetracks, what is the purpose of having like weight saving things on your car, like removing the sunroof or changing out your trunk for a carbon fiber trunk? At that point, it's probably all for aesthetics. You just like the way it looks, and that's okay, that's cool. But buying it with the intention like, yeah, it's going to be lighter, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, the average person isn't going to be driving it in such a way to experience the maximum benefits of these things. So those are three things that I have, or gripes that I have with carbon fiber and buying it from name brand companies. You're free to do however you want to go about it, but that's just my thought. So from this point forward, I'm going to very much be considering getting it on eBay. Like, it looks the same. I'm sure it's going to behave the same way. I guess I'll see if it feels differently and I can make a video about that, but as of this moment, I'm sure they're all the same. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling here. Hope you guys liked the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully see you in the next one. Peace.